How about the Detroit Lions having one of the best drafts in 2021? Who saw that coming? That's not what the Lions do. The Lions screw everything up, but apparently not this year. So that's very good to see. It all started, of course, with Penei Sewell. They kind of just it was a blessing. I mean, it just felt, you can't really give them too much credit because, they just did the obvious thing. Take the star player that just happened to fall to them at 7. I remember like Josh Allen for the Jaguars a couple years back. That was a similar thing. Everyone thought they were going to go earlier, happens to fall a couple spaces, and then, you say, hey, thank you very much. I will take one Penei Sewell, please. That was the easiest draft pick the Detroit Lions front office will ever have to make. I mean, that's obvious. He's a monster. He's going to be a great tackle for a very long time. Now, if him and Taylor Decker, really good tackle situation, they're going to be good for quite some time. So, yeah, round 2, this is a great player. I mean, I think he's a first-round talent. I think he's a high first-round talent. I'm a little surprised he fell so far I'm talking about Levi Onwuzurike. He's someone who, maybe it's because he's a bit undersized. He is a tad undersized, but I'm telling you, watch the tape. He doesn't play undersized. He really doesn't. There's a lot of talent with Levi Onwuzurike. He can rush the passer. He's not the best run stopper, that is true, but really good pass rusher. And again, you put him next to like Romeo Okwara and then Trey Flowers, like, okay, that's really tough to stop. I don't know what you do there if you're an offensive line. So Detroit really building in the trenches. They did it again with Adam Mcneil, who, to be honest, I don't know a ton about. I haven't watched a ton of tape on Adam Mcneil. But again, you're getting another defensive tackle. You're building through the trenches. So you're trying to add him. I don't hate the pick whatsoever, just because I don't know that much about him. How could I hate the pick? But I don't hate the position there. Again, trying to build through the trenches. So in the 3rd round, they got a guy who some people were saying could be a first-round talent, and Fatu Melifonwu. I believe that's how you say it. Melifonwu. I got it. I got there. Took me a second, but we're here now. He's an interesting player. I was not that high on him personally. It comes down to speed. His 40-yard dash, 4.48, and that's a pro day time. It's going to be, you have to get sub 4.5 to really be an effective corner in the NFL, with few exceptions. There has been a couple of exceptions. Maybe you hope he's that guy. And with a 3rd round pick, it's not the worst, flyer, especially this is a late 3rd round. I mean, it's pick 101. So there was literally 100 guys selected before him. I don't hate it that much. So, it's fine. You also have in round 4, Amandra St. Brown, who is brother of obviously Equanimeous St. Brown. Only so many St. Browns in the NFL. You probably could figure that out even if you didn't know. He's interesting. Again, he's not the number 1 wide receiver on my board or anything like that, but I think this is good value. Getting him at round 4, getting a receiver who they need receivers. I actually thought they might go receiver again. I was a little surprised they didn't, to be honest, but getting another receiver here, I totally get that. I'm on board. Not as crazy about the round 3 and round 4 picks as I am about round 1 and 2, but I'm not mad at them either. I think that there's value in both of these guys. Getting someone who many people feel like could be a sleeper and got this again, Melifonwu, nailed it. And getting someone in Amandra St. Brown who will probably be fine. So I like both these 2 picks. They then went out and got a linebacker in Derrick Barnes, literally the next pick, who I think could be very interesting. He's, he measures pretty well, 4.57 40. Again, that's pro day time, but still, that's solid. He weighs just shy of 240 pounds. So, pretty good size despite only being 6 feet tall, and he runs pretty quickly. Kind of the concern maybe is he a jack of all trades, master of none? But at the same time, for a depth guy, you kind of want someone who can come in and just be fine. And that's what Barnes probably is going to give to Detroit. And then finally, I mean, this was 2 picks ahead of the Mr. Irrelevant space, where they got Jamar Jefferson, who it's a running back. They can add another guy in the room. We'll probably play special teams. That's usually what happens here. Although I don't know if he's a good special teams guy. I'm just assuming based on running back and the position when he got drafted. Getting another guy in the running back room, fine. Don't have a strong opinion on Jamar Jefferson. I'm not sure if it's just pronounced Jamar or if it's Jermier, because it's spelled a little weird, but that's besides the point. So yeah, as a whole, I think really good draft. Again, people like to say, oh, well, day 2 and 3, that's really where it's all won. Sometimes, but honestly, picks 1 and 2 are huge deals, and they absolutely knocked picks 1 and 2 out of the park. So getting 2 star players potentially, I think that's totally how you can start a rebuild in a great way. So big fan of this draft, especially the top, and even like mid-round pick, like Adam Mcneil is interesting to me. Milan Fanu, did I say that? Mele Fonwu. I have it written down, the pronunciation, in case you couldn't tell. And then Amandra St. Brown are 2 guys that I'm interested in. Could be, could have potential. So as a whole, big fan of the Lions draft. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.